Hello everyone, my name is Manoj Verma and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Cloud Careers. So in this short video, I would like to help you understand how to become a cloud engineer or a DevOps engineer or an AWS cloud engineer or DevOps engineer. And what is the right way to start, whether you need to start with cloud first or DevOps first and which one to start with. And in the market, how the job market is looking for, what all skill set that job market is looking for. We'll try to show with some examples, and then I'll try to show you the right strategy to learn. Okay, cloud and DevOps. Also, one of the major question is Linux mandatory to learn a cloud or DevOps? That also I would like to answer that. Okay, so first, a cloud engineer. So let's try to see that. So in any of the job descriptions in India, for example, if you go to Naukri, so you type AWS cloud engineer. Cloud engineer. None of the places you see, for example, I would like to mention as 5 years. And let's keep it as Bangalore. Bangalore is a big market. So if you see any of the job descriptions of cloud, okay, if you see this AWS cloud engineer, okay, click this. Let's open 2 to 3 jobs and see what they're telling. Okay, so you go to any job, what they're telling, they are looking for cloud formation, Terraform, Ansible, Python, anything. Okay, along with AWS cloud, you need to know these skills. Okay, for example, if you go to another job, what they're telling, they are looking for AWS cloud engineer. So this is again here they are looking for PySpark, Python, Databricks. This is something close to data engineering role. For example, if you go to AWS cloud engineer, another job, what they're telling, we are looking for experience in CI/CD tools, experience in ELK, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, Jenkins, ops work, and vulnerability scanning. Some experience with other cloud is also an added advantage. So if you take 10 jobs, 9 out of 10 jobs, the job description will remain the same, which also means if you just learn AWS cloud, clearing a job in India or US is really tough. Just AWS, because if you spend 2 months or 3 months of time just to learn one cloud provider like AWS or Google Cloud or Azure, there is no harm in that. But I would like to clearly explain you, just by learning one cloud, you cannot perceive a good future or start a career in cloud market. Along with cloud, you need to know some DevOps tools. So one of the most famous tools in the DevOps are Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes. What these tools are, I'm going to explain them in the upcoming session. So the key takeaway here is, if you want to become a DevOps engineer, you should know a few of the DevOps tools. And another major question, which is the best cloud to start with? So a straightforward answer is, in market, 75 to 85% of the market contribution is on the top of AWS cloud, which also means 75 to 80% of the customers are hosted on AWS, because AWS is almost a solo player in the industry for almost 12 years. So obviously AWS has high number of customer base and high number of projects and high number of jobs are in and around AWS. So learning AWS is also a right choice. If you are someone who is skeptical about choosing a cloud, my suggestion is AWS cloud. And what all services we need to know? Again, this topic I would like to cover in the upcoming sessions. What all tools that we need to learn to become one of the high prospect in the job market? That also I'm going to cover in the upcoming session. And is it mandatory to learn DevOps tools along with code? The answer is capital letters YES. Yes. If you just learn AWS, and getting into the market is a little tough job. Okay, so I would like to take this short video to ensure that if you want to become a cloud engineer or a DevOps engineer or a cloud DevOps engineer, along with cloud, you also need to learn DevOps. So if you are planning to start any DevOps career or a cloud career, ensure you keep this point in mind. Just by learning AWS cloud, getting into the market is really little tough job. So ensure along with that you learn some DevOps tools like Kubernetes, Docker, Jenkins. Okay, so this is my take. And third thing, is Linux mandatory to become a cloud engineer? Is Linux mandatory to become a DevOps engineer? Or do I need to learn Linux like a pro? Or do I need to learn Linux like an administrator? So that is again a big video that I'm going to make in the upcoming session. So in Linux, there are 300 plus variants or 300 plus variants or flavors in Linux. So like Red Hat Linux, Ubuntu Linux, Fedora Linux, Kali Linux. So which one has something, a good entity or a good flavor or distribution in Linux to start, is something that I'm going to release in the upcoming session. So to summarize, if you just learn AWS Cloud or Azure Cloud or Google Cloud without learning the DevOps tools like Kubernetes, Docker, Terraform, getting into market is a tough job. So keep this point in mind. Also, if you want to start cloud or DevOps, and if you don't know Linux, that is something that we would like to start. So please subscribe to my channel. I would like to add a lot more videos related to Linux. So how to learn Linux is something which will be covered in the upcoming session. Please check the iCards. Thank you.